For the professional staff to add providers into the ePortfolio system, they just need to download a list from the placement system and just go into the ePortfolio to the Contacts Manager, and we'll choose Import Contacts and we'll put them into the VETS school. Just press Continue, and then just the downloaded spreadsheet, just copy the names and email addresses. So I've only got 3 because it's just a sample. Just paste them in, press Continue, give the system some information about what's in what column. So first name, last name, email address, and just press Continue. So then those providers are in the system, so evaluations can be emailed to them by either the student or the professional staff. In option 1, the student submits the evaluation form to the external assessor. There would be a link to the evaluation form on the Blackboard course, so the student just clicks on that link. The student then has a form to fill in just to give some information about the placement. So evaluation, they just fill in the name, fill in the type of rotation, this can be changed, fill in the dates, and the question of whether they actually met with their supervisor to discuss the performance. So once they've finished completing that information, they just press Save, and I'll just close that form. If you wish, they could add a photo, so I'm just going to go to Add File. I'll just stick it there. So File from Library, so they've already uploaded it previously, so you can use the same photo each time and just add it in. So the photos on there and the forms have been filled in, and there's information on the page for the external assessor as well. The student just presses Submit and types in the name of their external assessor. You just need a few letters and it'll come up because it's already been uploaded to the ePortfolio system by the admin staff, and just press Submit and close, and that's all the student needs to do. The external assessor will receive an email, so as you can see, they can see the student's name, which is Bill ePortfolio, and that they've got work to assess from the University of Queensland. They just click on the email, so they just click on the Go to the UQ ePortfolio link, and they just need to put in their email address that they've provided to UQ. There's no password, they just press Enter, and the marking panel will open. So as you can see, they've got information there on the page. It's just information that the student filled in, their photo, and some tips on the side there. They can mark in this panel here, but we just click on that icon and they get a full panel. So we can just give marks there, just like that. They can give feedback on each criteria if they want, or just a overall. And I'll just save and just press Save, and that mark will actually go back to the Blackboard Grade Centre as well, and it can be held so the student can't see the result until the course coordinator releases it. For the professional staff to send the assessments to the external providers, in the ePortfolio system, they'll just come to Menu and Assessment and All Assessments. They'll then choose Send External Assessments, and they'll switch to text entry method. This is if you want to do it in bulk. You can also do it one by one if you've got a few stragglers. They need to select the assessment instrument. They won't see this whole list, they'll just see the vet science information, and they can choose a form and again they won't see all this list, just the vet science information. Now they'll need to download a list of students and their supervisors from the placement system and copy that list and just paste it there. I've only got a few, it's just a sample, and I'll just click on continue. So it's found all the students and the supervisors are in the system. If they weren't in the system, they need to go back and add them in. Click assessments. For the external assessor, it's very similar to previous. They will receive an email. They go in, click on the link to UQ ePortfolio. They'll need to enter their email address they supplied to the University of Queensland, and there's no password. As you can see, the external supervisor will actually have to fill in the information about the placement. Also, it's not possible to add a photo to the assessment either, and there's very little instructions that you can put in. Again, they've got a marking panel on the side that they can use, or they can just go to the full instrument. Oops. You can put comments in here or an overall comment at the end. And they can save. Now, unlike when the student actually sends the assessment to the external supervisor, the marks in this option won't go back to the grade centre. They'll only be available in the ePortfolio system, and they'll need to be transferred by the course coordinator to the grade centre in Blackboard. As a course coordinator, I come to the portfolio and I can go to assessment results and see a list of what's been submitted so far. It's got great search options, so you can narrow that down by date if you just want to see the current ones. As you can see, there's percentages there. They've been sent back to the grade centre, and there's a H there because these results have been held. You can quickly check the work and comments, so there's comments there, and you can release the result to the students, so they should be able to see the result now by clicking on a link and going in through Blackboard, and they'll see the same as I just showed there. The other option is you can actually release them all at bulk, so there's an option, show bulk actions, and you can release all the assessment at the same time. For option 2, where the assessment was sent by the professional staff, you also can come and have a look at all the results. So you can see these ones haven't actually been completed. The difference is there's no percentage grade, and the mark hasn't been sent back to Grade Centre, it's only available here. This also has been set up to be held, and it can be viewed the same way as previous and also released together. The other option to view the results is to use a results reporter and save a report on whatever information you particularly want to see. So I've come in here, I've chosen a report and loaded it that I've saved previously. So this is for the assessment. There's only 3 students marked so far, and this can be done with both options. And I've just chosen to show by criteria, so there's knowledge, you can see the students and you can see what result they've got for each one. You can also download this to a spreadsheet so it's easier to view. And there's multiple options, so we can work with you about what you actually want to see. So maybe you just want to see the comments and the overall result, and we can get a report, set up a report to show that as well.